Did you know that for Thief 2 The Metal Age, the studio behind the game had to close down in the 2000s, but they managed to donate the tools of the game to fans of the series in order to expand upon the game. After 5 years, they managed to release the expansion pack Thief 2 Shadows of the Metal Age, which includes new missions, cutscenes, more than 3,000 lines of dialogue, and an entirely new playable character. Did you know that for Boo, the initial creation for Boo came from the assistant director Takashi Tezuka's wife. His wife was normally very quiet, but one day she got very upset because of the amount of hours that he had been working. So they inserted a character that will shrink when Mario looks at Boo, but when he looks away, it will grow very big and look very menacingly. Did you know that in Assassin's Creed Unity, there is an 18th century globe that shows the island of California? During that time, there was a misconception in which people believed that California was an island. Did you know that in Ratchet and Clank, in the demo version of the game, there's a cutscene that shows Darla Gratch saying,
Darla Gratch, Channel 64 News,
when her microphone has a 2 on it. When the game officially released, they changed her dialogue to say,
Channel 2 News.
But you notice that her mouth doesn't match at all. In the later games, she would take her talents back to Channel 64 News. Did you know that Dead Cells was renamed to Reborn Cells in China? The reason behind this was because China's game regulators asked the developers to not use negative words like death in games. Did you know that in Red Dead Redemption 2, if you travel the train tracks between Le Moyne and New Hanover, there is a chance that you will be able to see a ghost train traveling across those tracks. Did you know that in LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga, if you watch the trailer for the LEGO Indiana Jones game, located in the Mos Eisley Cantina trailers room, Indiana Jones will become a playable character for which you will be able to get the character for 50,000 studs. Did you know that for Silent Hill 2, all background noises were randomized? The developers thought of a clever idea making all background sounds like footsteps or breathing randomized in order to keep the players on edge and unable to predict what could happen next. Did you know that Donkey Kong was intended to convey stubborn ape to the American audience? Miyamoto used donkey to convey stubborn in English and Kong as a generic term for large apes. So when he presented the name to Nintendo of America, he was laughed at, but in the end the name stuck. Did you know that for PUBG, the company behind that game tried to sue Epic Games because they thought that Fortnite was a straight copy and paste version of their Battle Royale game idea, but eventually they would drop the case, which makes everyone wonder if they realize that this idea has already been around for a while in other ways, like for example the Japanese movie Battle Royale that was released in the year 2000.